Hey everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's fun video we are going to be talking about Craftsman Power Tools. More specifically, the offerings that are now available at the local Lowe's home improvement warehouses everywhere. If you guys remember, back in the day, Craftsman was kind of on a pedestal for this big, proud, American-made brand, and it was only available at Sears stores everywhere. Sears, as you guys know, has sadly closed down, and they are no longer available, and that is a shame because I have so many fond memories of going there with my family and shopping and always being drawn to the Craftsman Power Tools and equipment. But thankfully, when Sears did close down, Lowe's Home Improvement did pick up the iconic brand, and it wasn't long before those tools and equipment started to be offered under the Lowe's banner in Lowe's stores everywhere. So that is really cool, and I'm thankful that the brand is keeping on, if that makes any sense, because my grandfather was a huge Craftsman fan. Now, that is not a reason for me to run out and buy a lot of Craftsman tools and equipment and things like that, but he was a very loyal Craftsman person. He had fond memories of using those tools and equipment. I still have his upright 6-foot Sears Craftsman drill press out here in the workshop that I use to drill out pilot holes for compound cutting, as well as the custom compound cut keychains that I make over here on the platform. But still, those memories will live on forever, and his fondness for those, you know. But I use Lowe's Home Improvement a lot, and thankfully the brand is there, and that is why I continue to use Craftsman tools. But keep in mind, the tools and equipment I'm about to show you work for me out here in the workshop, and it might differ for you depending upon your need for the tool. Now, I do not have a need for a drill driver combo set day in and day out. It's a tool that when I need it, it's there and it works for me. So please keep that in mind. Some of the tools and equipment was given to me for birthday gifts or Christmas gifts or things like that. Some stuff I picked up on a sale, you know, like a spring sale, an Easter sale, a Father's Day sale, or things like that. But I continue to love the brand, and just like Rycon and Klingspor, Craftsman has also been very kind and good to me. Anytime I use a tool or piece of equipment or sandpaper, I will tag the respective companies in the social media post. So if I use a Craftsman tool for something, I will tag Craftsman, and Craftsman has reached out to me and returned me giving them shout outs in kind by sending me care packages. They have sent me a Craftsman hat, they've sent me a Craftsman hoodie, a doormat that I use to stand over at the laser area and work on the laptop, and they've sent me this beautiful red Craftsman cup that I have my nice cold ice water in. So just please keep that in mind. I try to return kindness whenever kindness is shown to me. But I have a few tools that I want to show you guys that I do have in the collection that is commonly associated with DIY home improvement projects, but there is some I want to show you that are not commonly associated with DIY projects. So what I'm going to do very quickly is take the camera off of the mounted tripod and show that stuff to you, and then I'm going to put the camera back on the tripod and I'll show you guys the rest of the battery powered tools. As I said before, I get into showcasing the more commonly known tools for DIY and home improvement projects. I wanted to showcase these 3 battery operated tools. The most recent addition to this collection here is the 10-inch battery powered Craftsman chainsaw, and it's been very essential during the colder and winter months for me to break down material to the proper length to fit into the wood stove to generate heat out in the workshop. Got that last summer actually, as a birthday treat to me, and it's been a great tool and works well. We picked up the leaf blower and weed eater combo pack from Lowe's. I think it was an early Easter sale or maybe a jump into spring sale, but these 2 tools came with a battery and charger. The chainsaw did not come with a battery, so please keep that in mind, although you do have the option to buy it with a battery and charger. But I can usually get all of the trim work done and then put the battery into the leaf blower and blow away all the grass clippings on one of the single bigger batteries that Craftsman offers, not the thinner ones, but the thicker batteries. I can usually get the whole yard done with one single battery in the weed eater and leaf blower. And the leaf blower has multiple uses, not just for blowing away the grass clippings and then the leaves during the fall and autumn months, but if I take the thickness planer out into the yard or fold up the table saw and set it up in the yard, the leaf blower is also good for blowing away all of that sawdust and cleaning up before bringing the tools back into the workshop. Over here in the corner We have my grandfather's original Sears Craftsman 17-inch, 16-speed, 3/4 horsepower upright drill press. It's almost 6 foot tall. It is rock solid, has a nice sturdy base on it, and I still use it a lot for drilling pilot holes for internal cutting over on the scroll saw, especially when it comes to the compound cut keychains. This is my go-to tool for drilling out those pilot holes. It does have a light on it, as you can see there. It does come on and has the safety key on it. That was a feature in a lot of the Craftsman tools, but it is rock solid, and I'm happy to still have it out in the workshop. Here we have the Craftsman lunchbox style thickness planer. When I picked this up, we done the initial unboxing and first review video where I ran some pallet wood slats through it that were of a blue pine material. This has been a beast of a tool, and it's pretty much taken everything I have thrown at it. We done an unboxing and review video, and then I came back and I done a video where we changed the blades around. It's a very simple process to change the blades, and what I love about this thickness planer is the blades are double-sided to where they offer twice the life from a single set of blades. But this has been a very essential tool out in the workshop for me to get things to the proper dimensions and thicknesses for scroll saw woodwork. And just really quickly, you guys know I do sit down on a work stool to do all of the scroll saw work I do over here on the platform, and the work stool is also the Craftsman brand. I've had it several years. It is the perfect height for me to do a lot of scroll saw woodworking work. Now that I have quickly shown you guys those Craftsman tools and pieces of equipment, the rest of the stuff I want to quickly showcase over here on the platform is what I would call the essential DIY / home improvement tools for fixing up stuff around the house or out in the yard. Everything here that I'm going to show you, except the tape measure that I'll hold up in a second, is battery powered, and they take one of two styles of batteries. The thinner battery is commonly packed in with the Craftsman tools and accessories, you know, with a charger, and I have around 5 or 6 of this style of battery here. And then you have the thicker, more robust, more powerful battery that is the battery I said I could usually get all of the yard work done, the weed eating and then the leaf blowing, on one single charge from this powerful battery. They do have the digital gauge here to let you know if they are charged or if they need charging, so that's really cool. And I do have 2 3D printed battery holders that I 3D printed, and I need to get better about using them, you know, to put them in when they are fully charged. That would quickly let me know that, hey, that battery's charged. Pick it up when you are picking up the tool. But here are the batteries. I do have a couple of the bigger battery, and again, they are very essential during the summer months when I'm doing the yard work. But the very first big boy Craftsman tools I got out here in the workshop, if that makes sense, was the drill driver combo set. And my mom got these for me for Christmas when Craftsman originally came to Lowe's Home Improvement Store. So thank you so much for the gift, Mom. They came in a nice Craftsman carrying bag that's nice and embroidered, and I have that bag packed with essential screws and drill bits in case I need to quickly pack these up and take them to a friend or family member's house to help them with a quick DIY or home improvement project, or just simply put up a shelf in the house or the model train room. But they have been powerful for me. These are not the brushless style of tools, so also keep that in mind with everything I'm showing you here. This is just the basic Craftsman set here, but they have worked for everything I have asked them to do. They are rough and tumbled. They have fell off the workbench. They've fallen off a ladder, sadly, but they have kept on keeping on from being tumbled around in the car going to help someone with a little quick job or something like that. As I said, there is a battery in the drill, and it does have an LED light when you pull the trigger, and it stays on for a few seconds after you pull the trigger, you know, to help illuminate what you're trying to do. But you can hear the power in them, so really cool, very powerful tools. And again, they are not sun up to sundown, day in and day out use tools, so please keep that in mind. But every time I've needed them, they have worked for me. I do have a Craftsman tape measure that Craftsman sent to me, so I'm thankful for that, as well as that tumbler that I've been drinking my ice water out of. It has some nice bold print there. It does have the quick lock on it, and you just simply press the button to bring the tape measure back home. It usually lives back here on the workbench with my CA glue and activator. The next Craftsman tool that came into the workshop was the orbital sander, and I do have a battery in it, and comes on quickly and then also shuts off quickly. And you guys know that I do not use this to sand finish scroll saw work with. I use this in the initial prep work because of the aggressive nature of the orbital sanding motion. I do have a piece of sandpaper in it. It does have a dust collection bag, but the bag does come off and you can hook it to a shop vac if you want to go that route for even more finer dust collection. But it is a very powerful tool. The next thing I want to show you is the jigsaw. This was a tool I got, and I use it a lot for breaking down 1/4 inch material when the case may arise out in the yard or places like that. I know some stores I go to do not even offer milling capabilities, and I have to throw this in the car with me and break down the sheet good at the store where I buy it from. I know that's kind of odd, but that is the case. It is very powerful, and it does have a keyless blade change. You do not have to fiddle with an Allen key or anything like that. You just move that lever and the blade pops right out, and you can put a new fresh blade in and keep on going. Here we have the multi-tool, and this is also a tool my mom surprised me with. I can't remember if it was for my birthday or Christmas or something like that, but it does have a wood and metal cutting blade in it right now. It did come with the sanding attachments, and it does have variable speed on it. I know when it's wide open it really rocks and rolls and vibrates a lot, but it's very powerful, and it's not a tool I use a lot, but it is a tool when I need it. It is the perfect tool for the job, if that makes any sense. Next we have the reciprocating saw, what I commonly call the saw, and it has rocked and rolled for me. I do have a Harbor Freight blade in it. Again, Harbor Freight is local here in Burlington, very close by, and you know, they work for what I need them to do. That is the case with everything I'm showing you here, but this is a rock solid tool. Again, this is a more rough and tumbled tool. It has some battle scars on it, so to speak, because I use this tool to break down pallets quickly if I need to do that, and also to cut up metal work if I ever have need for that. I've cut metal with it and it went through it like a knife through butter. So a really cool tool, and it was also a tool I used a lot before I got the 10-inch cordless chainsaw that I showed you earlier in the video to break down pieces of material to go into the wood stove. I know that's not this tool's intended purpose, but I was using it for that purpose. And then the final cordless tool I will show you guys is the 6-inch circular saw. And this is a powerful tool. It does take a 6-inch blade. Again, I believe that's a Harbor Freight blade in it. But you do have the little included Allen key that is housed on the tool itself to where you can quickly do a blade change if the case may arise. And the foot for this does bevel in case you need to do any style of bevel cutting. But this is what I would call the essential set of DIY/home improvement tools, and this is just what I have out here in the workshop. And I hope in some way, shape, or form you have found this video, this style of video, motivational or educational in that aspect, and it's just what I have and use out here in the workshop. And again, everything that I've needed them to do, they have done for me phenomenally. So please keep that in mind. Again, I'm not using these tools sun up to sun down, day in to day out, like I do, say, the scroll saw or the table saw or another piece of equipment out here in the workshop. I always encourage people to shop around, read reviews, go see YouTube videos where people have reviewed a tool to make sure you are making the best decision to suit your needs out in your garage or workshop. But I hope you all have found this video informative and, again, hopefully educational. And if you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that subscribe button and follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as all my social media feeds will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you guys. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.